Hey there! I've got a fascinating and urgent issue to dive into today. You know how we often talk about the impact of human activities on our planet? Well, this story is a prime example of an unintended consequence that could have massive implications for our oceans. Imagine this. A massive traffic jam at sea, with over 1,500 ships stuck in the Strait of Hormuz due to the US-Israel war on Iran. Now, scientists are warning that this could be a superspreader event for marine biodiversity, and here's why. When ships remain stationary for extended periods, they become a haven for marine life. Microbes, algae, barnacles, and all sorts of invertebrates start calling these ships home. Usually, ships don't stay put for long, but in this case we're talking about months. This allows for the growth of dense marine communities, which is where the problem arises. What many people don't realize is that these organisms can become invasive species when introduced to new environments. Personally, I find it intriguing how something as simple as a ship's hull can become a vehicle for potential ecological disaster. These organisms, from barnacles to algae, are like stowaways, waiting to invade new territories. And when thousands of ships eventually set sail, they could be carrying these species to ports worldwide. What makes this really interesting is the potential domino effect. These invasive species can outcompete native wildlife, spread diseases, and permanently disrupt marine ecosystems. It's like a silent invasion, threatening the delicate balance of our oceans. Now, the Gulf region is already a hotspot for marine invasions due to commercial shipping. But this situation is unprecedented. The study's lead author, Professor Mario Tambori, describes it as a perfect storm. The extreme conditions of the Gulf, with its high temperatures and salinity, create hardy organisms that are primed to invade new environments. And the longer these ships remain idle, the greater the risk. One thing that immediately stands out to me is the potential global impact. Ports with similar environmental conditions to the Gulf, like India and Singapore, are at high risk. This isn't just a local issue, it's a global concern. If we don't act, we could be looking at lasting damage to some of the most valuable marine habitats, such as coral reefs and seagrass meadows. It's like a ticking time bomb. In my opinion, this situation highlights the interconnectedness of our actions and the environment. It's a call to action for governments and shipping companies to inspect and clean these ships before they set sail. Just as we've learned with public health, early detection and prevention are crucial. We need to treat this like we would an infectious disease outbreak, tracking and managing potential invasions. What this really suggests is that we need to be more mindful of the unintended consequences of our actions, especially in times of crisis. While human safety is, of course, the top priority, we can't afford to ignore the environmental fallout. This is a stark reminder that our planet's health is intricately linked to our own well-being. So let's not overlook these hidden threats and work towards more sustainable solutions.